So I've changed the latency to low latency, not ultra low, just low. I hope this is a bit better. There's still a lot of lag when I watch myself back on the preview screen. But maybe this is a bit more doable. We'll just have to see. Yeah, we're back, Marcel, sorry. I'm just having to add the new chat window. I'll have to do that. Window capture and do that one. There we go. This is the chat. Kind of resize this a bit. Let's see. Oh, it's moving the wrong way. Kind of have to rescale this window now. That's a bit better. Move it over there. And move that to, I think, there. There we go. That looks kind of fine. Still have to make some sort of template for OBS so that it kind of looks consistent. But for now, this is fine. 8-9 seconds. Well, that's doable, right? And let's see, I have also a desktop view in OBS. Yes. Oh, that's great. So, what I was saying, I have a project in mind, and it's a project for work. And at work we have a, guessing what's in the package, can we see? Yes, you can, Marcel. Very, very well spot. 2 actually. At my work, I work in the summertime and sometimes during the winter, but mostly in the summertime, in a theater in the Netherlands. And it's an outside theater. And there's a crane. And that crane is on the theater grounds. And that crane is used in the show. And the crane driver, he told me, or he asked me, is there a way to electronically decide, or not decide, to electronically see that the crane is in the exact same position every time. Hi Snafu, good to see you. Yes, these are the NRF 24Ls. And well, let's just open them. Let's see. Oh no. See, these have these indents over there. That's easy to open, I thought. But these don't. So I have to get my X-Acto knife. And I did a bit of research before buying these, and it was recommended to me. Yeah, it's kind of a live mailbag. It was kind of recommended to me to buy these adapter boards because these have a 5-volt regulator on the, a 3.3 volt regulator on there. and it's easy to hook these up, because these you can't just plug into a breadboard, of course, because these pins are going to short out. So I have two of these adapter boards, and also two of these antenna things. Doesn't want to go open. And another one of these. So these should just plug in. Oh, should do that on camera actually. Should just plug in like this, and then with some breadboard wires you can easily hook them up. But the first thing I'm going to do, and maybe I won't even get to this in this stream, I also bought a magnetometer. Now this is the HMC 5883, I believe, and it's a 3-axis magnetometer, and I actually just need 1 axis to get a compass reading, which I can then send over to the crane driver, which is on the ground. So it's not actually driver, it's one of these guys with a remote control. And the way they position the crane now during the show, because the crane's used in the show to fly some actors across the stage, the way it is used now is the crane driver, he stands in line with the crane and does it by eye. And our idea was to see if we can get that more accurate by using one of these magnetometers. So the first thing I have to do is hook this up and see if we can get any signal out of these. And I actually bought, keep getting out a few. I actually bought 2 of them, and the first one I received had the chip soldered 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise, can't remember, but that didn't work. And this one seems to be, don't know if it, of course I did manual focus, but you can see the dot over there and on the chip. I don't know how visible that is on camera, but this seems to be soldered correctly. So the only thing I have to do, next step, program Arduino to perform pre-recorded movements. Well, that is gonna be a bit more difficult. It's a very big crane, and the crane has like a 120 amp, maybe even more, current draw at some points. So I'm gonna need a pretty big MOSFET, but yeah, who knows? The first thing to do is now solder on these headers. So I'm just have to grab my soldering iron. I didn't prepare very well, but let me grab my soldering iron. So normally I sit over there, which is where my bench is, but my computer is down here, and the cable that came with the this webcam wasn't long enough, so I had to move to another desk, and this is all a bit improvising, but it will work. Let's first put this down, move this out of the way. How are you guys doing, by the way? I know in the Netherlands, Marcel, he's from the Netherlands, he kind of has the same anti-corona measures as I do, but how is it in the rest of the world? See, David, you're from England, and who else is from England? The Embedded Hobbyist. And Brian. Hi Brian, from Ireland. Just have to plug my soldering iron in. And let's turn it on. Sweden. So lockdown, that means like a government lockdown, so that you really have to stay inside, or you get, a fine or something. Non-essential travel. Yeah, that's the same over here in the Netherlands. It's kind of the question, what is non-essential? Who decides? No fines. Well, this weekend in the Netherlands it was quite nice weather, and they actually gave out a few fines to people who went to parks and things. Stay in, you can go shopping, go for a walk, walk the dog. There are fines starting from £60. That's actually, in the Netherlands, it starts at €400. That's a massive fine. And in the Netherlands, you're fine when you're with 2 people, but when there are 3 or more, then they can give you a fine. Yeah, Dave, the same in the Netherlands. Yeah. I actually was surprised because yesterday was Sunday, of course, and it was really nice weather, and there were not a lot of people outside. Most people stayed in. In the meantime, I'm gonna solder these headers on. Come on. Can't really see what I'm doing. It's okay. So there's no police where you live? Yeah, I'm sorry, Colin. I had some problems with latency, and me being a streaming noob, I didn't know I couldn't change the latency settings when I started streaming, so I had to start over again, but it seems to be all right now. I have to do one other thing. I usually keep this bolt, is it a hex nut or something, loose, so I can easily change out the tips, but it's a bit too loose now, so it keeps turning on me. So I have to get one of these hex things. I have a lot of them, but which is the correct one? I hope it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Now how am I gonna turn this without burning my hands? I need pliers. It's not 8 pliers, is it? It's multiple pliers. It's just one, but let's see. Don't want to burn myself. There we go. How is that? Yeah, that's okay. Now I have to get some of these jumper wires. Right. Oh, don't know if David is still here, but you should recognize this. This is one of many. Keep telling myself I have to sort them out, but then when I'm doing stuff like this, I don't have the time to put everything back in its place, and I just end up throwing it in a box, and it stays there. Now this chip has I2C, so that's easy to do. Let me see if you can see that. We have the clock, the data, ground, and VCC. And there's also this dirty pin, DRDI. It's data ready, but we don't have to use that. So for now, I'm not going to. Are we still live actually? Because I'm watching OBS and not YouTube. Yeah, we are. Great. So I can't remember, but oh wait, it's on here already. A4 and A5, these are clock and data, but I don't know which one is which. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to my desktop. Yeah, there is sound. I'm sorry. That's a stupid mistake. How do I copy that? Oh, wait. Yeah, I have to copy my audio source. Post. Rookie mistake, but that should be better. That's really annoying. And kind of doesn't look good on me, does it, as a sound engineer? Sound just dropping out. Doesn't look good on my resume. Maybe move the chat up a bit. There we go. Great. So I was asking if anyone knows on which pin clock and data are on the Nano. You can look it up, of course. I have to open up my Google. Nano clock and data. A4 and A5. So A4 is data, and let me switch back to my bench real quick. A4 is data, and I'll use orange for that. I have to move this over a bit. Maybe just remove these. These are from an old project. So what did I say? I forgot again. A4 is data. So A4 data. Oh, this is annoying. It's on the back. So data is the second one from the left. Oh wait, I can just do it like this. Data. These don't fit in really well. So clock is then, just use another color. Clock is A5. And I should do some color coding on this, but usually I'm just too lazy and grab anything laying around. That's VCC. And ground is this one. Should have done that before. Can't get it in. No. What am I doing? There we go. So plug in the Arduino, and I hope my camera doesn't stop on me again, because it's on the same. Whoa, look at my face, all blown out. No, that stopped the camera. Maybe I need another port. Right. So every time I plug something in my USB port on the front of my computer, everything else that's connected just stops. So I'm going to have to remove this one again. Yes, remove. Well, talking, uh-oh. There's OBS going. No, OBS stops. Really? Because OBS is frozen and for some reason I can't stop it. Wow, that's hot. It should be back now. Add a pretty weird. I couldn't close OBS, but it was totally frozen. I need to add another capture device. Bench cam. So now when I plug my bench cam, which is over here, in, it kind of says video device not recognized, and it's not in the drop down menu. Lego size resolution. So for some reason it looks like I can't plug in my bench webcam and my nano at the same time. Let's see, can I edit now? No, I can't. Why? Yeah, Colin, that happens a lot. On the other hand, I've never done this before, so it might have failed anyway. I'm just gonna have to plug in my webcam somewhere else, or maybe I have to stop and restart OBS, because now I can't add the camera that's on my bench anymore. Or maybe it's because it's already somewhere in there. That's true, yeah. You can only experience the first time once. Unless you forget the first time, then you can experience it twice. Or even multiple times. I'm just gonna reach around the back and plug my webcam in there to see if that fixes anything. Alright, I hope that does it. What's this? Hey, Tabletonics. How are you? I am kind of struggling with my webcam at the moment. Oh, there it is. Yay! I'll just have to do some settings. Video format, resolution 1080. Configure video and turn off autofocus. Focus it myself. That is kind of focused, isn't it? Oops, too far. There we go, good enough. And move that over there. And we're back, I hope. Now what happens if I plug in my Arduino? Will it happen again? I hope it doesn't, because if it does, I won't be able to film or stream what I'm doing and my Arduino. Please, please. Aha! Well, that's a win. Great. Maybe resize the camera a bit. There we go. So the first thing I am going to do, let me switch to my Arduino IDE, is upload the I2C scanner to see, I need this one, to see if it finds the magnetometer. Compiling. Alright, there's a problem. And what's the... oh, wait, yeah, it's on a different COM port now, of course. You forgot 3, Marcel. Alright, that has uploaded. Now open up the serial monitor. And it should start scanning. Maybe I should reset the board. Oh wait. Different baud rate. Device found at hex 0D. Well, that's a win. I'll clear that. Stop looking like Lego man. Well, maybe a lower resolution suits me. So, what did I say? 0D. Let me write that down somewhere. D. Grab a pen. 0D. And I have downloaded a sketch which can talk to this thing. I don't know where it is. Oh, maybe it's under examples. It's the HMC. Yeah. I'm looking for the example sketch. But where is it? Oh, there it is. It's an Adafruit library. Great. So, where do I put in? Well, oh, there it is. Yeah, thanks, I found it. I'm just gonna upload this and see what it does. because I was reading online about these chips, and some of them are a bit different. I believe this is by Honeywell, and there's also a Chinese clone, which for some reason has a, yeah, drum roll. Open the serial monitor. It recognizes something. But that's it. Maybe restart the board. This should give me, let's see, print the, right, if there's nothing wrong, if there's something wrong, it will print, oops, no HMC 588. But it stops there. Micro Teslas. Yeah. Micro, yeah, I was just thinking, what? No, micro Teslas, but there's a conversion, I think it's this one, the arctan thing, which should give me a magnetic heading. Bring in the magnets. Well, the Earth is a magnet, so it should just detect the micro Tesla is that electric unicycle. No, it's a really tiny coil. But anyway, I was reading about these sensors, and there were a few sensors that weren't actually compatible with this sketch. But it detects the sketch. It detects the sketch, so it should output some heading. So I put a magnet near it. I do have a magnet, so maybe that will do something. Oh, got stuck to it. No. Right. Hi Gardmorn. Hi from the Netherlands. Now I also didn't look up my declination angle, but for just a simple, the print statements, they are over there in the loop. Serial.print, and it first prints the value in micro Tesla, and there's somewhere down here where it prints the heading 7981. Yeah, there they are. Oh, you mean line 79 to 81, yeah. And down here it prints the heading in degrees after doing some calculation, but it doesn't. And yeah, it does do the setup, but then it stops in actually the loop. It's not doing anything in the loop. Maybe I should do just a quick serial print over here. Oh. Print. Serial print line. In loop. Because maybe it even stops over here. Let's open up the serial monitor. Alright, so it gets into the loop. That's good. But now it stops. See, this is something where debugging would be very handy. But now, yeah, we have to just debug with all kinds of serial messages. Right, message get event doesn't return. Yeah, that. I'll just wait. I'll just do sensor event and Control C, Control V, message dot. Well, that's okay. Let's upload that. Hi Christos and David Legault? I don't know how to pronounce that. Ontario, Canada. Where was I? Serial monitor. Yeah, so the mag. Oh wait, this is mag. Well, right. So it doesn't return anything, and no probs. Sounds like Lego. Thanks, Colin, and enjoy your meal. What's the project? Cardborn, I am trying to build a wireless magnetometer. Well, actually it's not a wireless magnetometer, but the magnetic sensor, this is a magnetometer, is, let me show you the bench. There's a magnetometer on an Arduino, and the idea is that this will be mounted on top of a crane, and the person driving the crane will be able to see the heading even when he's standing far away and not in line with the crane, because that's how they do it now. Just stand in line and kind of guess. So let me go back to Arduino, and wait a minute. So I read somewhere Are you kidding me? Was that all the time? Oh no. Nah, it probably wouldn't have gotten the let's try that again. I think that just happened now while I was switching between the bench and the desktop. Yeah, because it gets the... Over here there's some sensor name, sensor version, sensor ID, and that is returned correctly. And the resolution, which is the standard resolution, you can change that, but for now this is okay. Really, Gardmorn, did you drive the crane or just use them? It's Greek. Probably some power. Probably got some power from the I squared C. Do you think? Let's just see what happens when I just really disconnect the power and reset the nano. And so it's wiring, because it does. Let me switch back to the bench. Yeah, we use them, or actually we, not me, but the theater where I work uses them to, well, first of all, build the stage and also move people around in flying machines and things. It's really cool. So let's look at VCC, which is soldered. But I'm just gonna connect it directly to the nano. Let's move this thing out of the way. Come on. Maybe shouldn't do this while it's plugged in, but it'll be fine. Alright. Let's restart the nano. Yeah, I'm just checking all the lines and making sure it's all good. Just restart the nano, open up the serial monitor again. It's the HMC 5883L, which is a 3-axis magnetometer. I can bring up the data sheet for it. Just open a new. So it's the HMC. Let me move this over to another view. So it's this. And now this is the Honeywell, but there's also a different version which is pretty similar but doesn't respond to this code. Yeah, David, there was let me HMC 5883L, and I looked at some tutorials, and I also found a blog post where someone had a problem that it didn't return data, and that's kind of what's happening here. But now I can't find it anymore. All right, yeah, I think this is the one. So we'll just try this one. Well, let's try that one. Because in the future, and now I'm seeing this, it's in here already, I'm going to need some compensation, because when you tilt the sensor, let me go back to the bench, when you tilt this sensor, even if you don't turn it around the, well, which axis is it? The x-axis. Even if you don't turn it around a certain axis, it still changes the magnetic readings. So you need another chip. In this case, it's the MPU 6050, which I found. Well, I didn't find it, but I found it online. People were using that. To the Adafruit uses Unify in the H file. Alright, in the .h file the address is set as... Well, that's not good. I don't need 3C. I need 0D. Should that be the only thing? No, it doesn't seem the same. So let me see if I can find that. It is... Let me quickly go to my documents. Arduino. Which did it use? The Adafruit HMC. Adafruit HMC. I'm going to open up the... Wait, let me open that in... It doesn't want to open. Open with... I want to open this with Arduino. Alright, let me switch to this view again. Go open, and it is libraries, HMC, this one, its own sketches. I got... Alright, so I can't open a .h file? That's weird. Didn't know that. I'll just edit it in Notepad or something. Where was it? Documents, Arduino, libraries, unified, and just open that. Right. Oh, there it is. 03C. That should be 0D. Let's try that. And still, everything's still connected. It is. No, still nothing. Wait, so this is that 0D? Yeah, it is. So what the problem could be is that these registers are different on this chip, which I believe was some of the problems the other guy had. So I'm just gonna do I need to remove that? Oh, shift right by 1. Why? Just like this? No, David, I don't believe they the chip has to be in a certain orientation. It will just start and spitting out data. But I'm gonna try this again. I didn't see that. Ah! So, was that all? What happens when I move it? Well, nothing. Let me go back to the... So I'm moving the sensor now, but it just keeps spitting out the same heading. And that's because, I think because the CCP sets the address, the CPP sets the writing the command usually 7 bits with bit 8 set for write read. Yeah, I think the blog post I was reading mentioned that this wasn't really the Honeywell chip, but some clone and had some different addressing. Yeah, it's doing something, but all zeros. So I don't believe it's writing from the right or reading from the right registers. So what I'm going to do, go back to over here and see which registers it's reading from. So this has, yeah, I'm just probably going to download the SparkFun library. Maybe that will work. So I'm just going to quickly check if it's reading from the same registers. Oh, they're also called different. All right. HMC 5883. Maybe it's in the library manager. That would be very helpful. HMC 588. Well, there's one from Seed, but not SparkFun. Is it on the SparkFun website? Spark. Oh, that's this one. All right, I'm just gonna download this. And see, go away. Not gonna buy that. Let's just move that. Wait, I'm just gonna do. All right, let's go back. Oh no, up. Move that to the libraries folder. I'll probably have to open and close Arduino. Excuse me. Save change to blink. No, that's okay. This is probably just a probably can't save that. Oh yeah, I knew that. Make sensor, I'll just call it 2. Now open up Arduino again. There we are. File, examples. All right. There are a lot of examples. I'm just gonna do simple just to see what it does. You can set the range, sensitivity, that's all okay. Just want to see if it can read something. And do I need to set the address in here? Probably in the .h file, right? So where is it? Arduino. HMC address. This is set to 1E. Should I just change that immediately to 0D? Upload. Let's see what happens. So it compiled and uploaded. Could not find a valid. So am I now uploading wrong? Yeah. Couldn't find it. Just quickly check my wiring just to be sure. This seems to be all in there. Just reset the board. No, it now says could not find a valid sensor. So maybe I shouldn't have changed this, but if it's 0D, then this should be alright. Where does it say? Oh, it does. Sure, I should have read the README things, but I guess this is alright like this, right? Maybe try a different sketch. Examples, Arduino, HMC, calibrate. You eventually have to do that. What does it say? It doesn't say anything. Are we still live, by the way? Yeah, we are. So I'm just gonna upload this and see what it does. I can. Let's see. I have to stop the drum roll because I need to move my mouse. Oh wait. It should do something. Nope. Where was the other one? Alright, it said originally in the .h file, it said 1E. Oops, that's an I. what if I just leave it there and don't be presumptuous and think I have to change it? Just see what happens. So I don't know if Brian's still here, but you're doing a live stream today as well. What time? Because it didn't say on my YouTube what time it was. No, can't find it. So it's in HMC 5883L, and that's the one I'm changing to 0D. So this is the Adafruit one. That's 0D. Right, I did find another library when I was just browsing through the library manager. And what the heck? Let's just give that one a try as well. $10. Oh, it's now 10 to 6, so enough time. I at least want to get some heading data. Yeah, if he starts his stream at 8 GMT, that's 10 my time. It's Amsterdam, Berlin. No, not, yeah, Berlin, Paris. It's all the same. Alright, so there's another HMC 5883 library. A member of Grow family uses the ice cream with the same time. Just gonna try that. Examples. Now, where is... Oh, right. What address does it have? Again, 1E. Thank you, Marcel. Enjoy your meal. And I hope to see you next time. And by the way, actually a bell go off when your dinner's ready? That's cool. Right, this also says 1E, which probably won't work, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And it said to check my wiring, so I'm just gonna do that again to be sure. Oh, it's a different baud rate. Oh yeah, I have to rotate. Oh well, I'm just gonna do it. I have to rotate the compass. See, let's go back to the bench. This is why I initially wanted to just put it on the breadboard, because to calibrate this you have to turn it around its axis one or more times so it calibrates. And of course I can do that now, but it's moving all over the place and it actually doesn't do anything. So maybe for my first live stream I should have chosen an easier project, but I really wanted to get this going, because the idea for this started somewhere last year, and it's already, which month is it? April. It's already April of this year. Alright, so the 0E, I'm gonna do that again and change that to 0D. Yeah, thanks for calling it interesting. Oops, caps lock. I feel like I'm really failing. Which actually happens quite a lot, only you don't see it. That's the difference. Oops, I have to upload first. Oh, let me switch to the Arduino IDE. So it has uploaded. Thanks, David. So now I have to turn the compass, which is kind of difficult to do because there's wires attached, but I'm trying it anyway to see if there's something happening. But no. So when does it stop calibrating? Compass calibrate. Alright, calibrate the compass. Where were we? Please rotate the compass. Yeah, I'm rotating it. I can keep doing that. But all I'm doing is twisting my cable. Let's try and freak it out. At least give me something. Let's check my wiring again. 5 volt going to 5 volt. Ground to ground. Maybe this is loose. Just gonna plug it in directly to well, that can be the title of most my videos, David. Or at least some kind of subtitle. Things usually start with some epic fail. Well, not epic, but things usually fail. Turn it back. No, still nothing. Does report something back. But I'm not sure if it actually communicates with the chip before. Maybe I should try the other sketch again, which was under example. Come on, examples. Still compass. All right. Oh, maybe this is it. Now it's using the wrong. Using the wrong one now. Let me just. Well, this one didn't work, so I'm just gonna delete that. I have to open and close Arduino probably. Arduino IDE. Now can I delete it? Oh no, it's open in here. Stupid of me. Right, I'm gonna try one more time. Alright, examples, and I'm going to use the SparkFun recommended compass. Open that. Is this still the same? Yes. And upload. Alright, different baud rate. Alright, 01D. No, it's 0D, of course. 01D is not the thing. At least not something I need. It reminds me work while the bus looks on my shoulders. Yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying, but it does happen. And I could have saved myself this by just doing something I've already done before. But, oh well, this is a learning experience. So I need to change this. I'll just open it with Notepad. Right. 0D. Caps lock is on again. 0D. And if all fails, there's still Google. All right. Gotta be kidding me. Just gonna check the wiring one more time, because this would be really stupid if it was just... No, it's not the wiring, because if it was the wiring, it wouldn't find anything with the I2C scanner, which I'm gonna try again, just to be sure I didn't change anything. And I'm not one who, well, there it is, I2C hex 0D, so it's there, and I'm not one who is going to give up easy. I'm gonna keep trying, but for now I think I'm gonna end this stream right here. It's been almost 1.5 hours. Well, almost. It's 1 hour and 23 minutes, which is the longest live stream I've done so far. That's only because it's the first one. And I remember a bit loony stream. It was, I think, a few days ago, and it was like 10.5 hours. Amazing. I'm tired already after 1.5 hours streaming. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to let me know, you can reach me on Twitter. I also have a Discord server since a few days. You can reach me there if you want to chat about anything. Maybe if you have some ideas about this sensor and how to get it working, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Bye, David. Thanks, mate.